I want you to imagine something for me. I want you to imagine that you're taking a trip. Now you get up in the morning, you walk out of your house and you get in your brand new car. Let's say you got a truck. Let's say you got a red truck, a Dodge Dakota red truck, 2017. You get inside of your truck, you crank it up, you look in your rearview mirrors, you put on your seatbelt, you put it in drive, and you take off. You get on the highway, following the GPS, going to your destination, which is several states over. And you're driving, and you're driving. And let's say you see another red truck on the highway, a red truck that's a red truck like your red truck. But this red truck isn't even a Dodge Dakota and it's not a 2017, but it's a red truck like your red truck nonetheless. So you think that since this red truck is a red truck like you're driving a red truck, perhaps y'all are going in the same direction and perhaps y'all are going to the same location. So you change lanes, you get behind the red truck and you follow that first red truck. And that first red truck that you are now following begins to run out of gas. So they take the next exit and they pull over at the Shell station and begin pumping gas. While they are pumping gas, you're sitting there, you're waiting in your red truck because you don't need gas, but you're waiting in your red truck for them to fill up before you get back on the highway to follow them to the destination, which is several states over. While you're waiting, you see another red truck, which is not the make and model of your red truck, which is not the make and model of the red truck that you're following, but it is a red truck nonetheless. So you assume that this red truck, since it is a red truck like you are in a red truck, it's going to the destination that you're going to. So you put your car back in drive, you decide not to wait on the red truck getting gas, and you get back on the feeder road, you pull in behind the new red truck, you get back on the highway and you follow the new red truck. Now while you're following the new red truck, that red truck decides to take an exit, right? Take an exit, right? That red truck decides to take an exit. So you follow that red truck and you take the exit that that red truck takes. And when you get on the feeder road and when you turn into the neighborhood, you see another red truck. Now this new red truck isn't the make and model of your red truck, the red truck that went to the gas station, the red truck that you are currently following, but it's a red truck nonetheless, but it's not the same make and model of any of those. So you stop following the red truck that has led you into the neighborhood and you pull in behind this new red truck and you follow that red truck. And after you've driven for several miles, you see another red truck, you follow that red truck. And every single time you see a red truck like the red truck that you're following, you stop following the red truck that you are currently following and you get behind them. Do you think that you will ever make it to your destination, which is several states over? No, you will not. Why? Because the red truck that went to the gas station isn't going where you're going. The red truck that took you into the neighborhood isn't going where you're going. The red truck that took you back on the highway isn't going where you're going. And none of the other red trucks that you decided to get behind is headed to the destination that you're headed to. Even though all of these red trucks look alike, all of these red trucks are headed in a different direction. So common sense would tell us that just because two things look alike, just because two things seem similar, just because two things have certain things in common does not mean that those two things are headed in the same direction and are going to the same place. So that's how you have to look at your life. In life, you are on a mission. In life, you are on a journey. In life, you are headed to a particular destination. And just because someone looks like you, just because you think someone is like you, just because you think you have similarities with someone, you think that you can follow that person to your destination, not knowing that that person is going to a destination of their own. And it might be quite tempting to follow that individual, thinking that that individual has some kind of insight on how to get where you're going better than the insight that you have on how to get where you're going in life. And when you manipulate yourself into following behind that individual that looks, sounds, and you believe thinks like you get tripped up. You get lost. You take exits that you don't need to take. You take detours that you don't need to take. You take pit stops that you don't need to take. And every pit stop, every exit, every twist and turn that you take is getting you further and further and further away from your destination point. In life, you have a destination. In life, you have a particular place that you are going to. And the one thing that you never want to do is convince yourself that you can follow someone else to get to your destination point.